In my last video, while covering the announcements of Summer Game Fest, I feel like I may have been a little harsh on Capcom. And all I got was the announcement of Capcom Town. What is this? It looks like a cereal box flash game. But when Capcom Town is the best you got, you don't have a showcase. I didn't spend a lot of time covering their presentation, and I should have, because I'm a mega Capcom fan. And in the last 2 days, I have completely turned around on Exoprimal. I'm a Zephyr main. But that's not important because the thing I laid into the most was Capcom Town. So I thought maybe if Exoprimal was able to turn me around, then maybe Capcom Town could too. So all aboard, hop on the train to Capcom Town. That is immediately the loudest thing I've ever heard in my life. That's giving me major flashbacks to the THX logo era. You remember that when you were like 9 years old and you wanted to watch Elf on DVD at like 9 p.m. in the middle of April, and you forgot to turn your TV down so that wow sound of THX just wakes up your entire household? Well, now that we've arrived, the first thing we need to do is check out the Resident Evil hub. This is just the Resident Evil website. What about the Devil May Cry hub? Also, the Devil May Cry website. Street Fighter? Website. Fighting game collection. Website. I think Capcom Town is just a link tree. Why don't we try something that's not a hub, like the museum? This looks like it can be cool. Let's check out Resident Evil. They've never steered me wrong except for like 30 seconds ago. Is this just concept art? Why are there only 2 games available? Resident Evil is like a 20-game series. Why only 2 games to celebrate 40 years of Capcom? They couldn't even do all 6 DMZ games? I would have settled for just like the 5 mainline games. Well, let's head over to the elections. They made a super big deal about that in the presentation. Let's check that out. Cool. Voting on what game you get to see concept art for next. What about the open conference? That's got to be something, right? That's not even in English. News? I don't know what I expected. It's just Capcom news. Watch your back, IGN. Capcom Town is coming for all 3 of your viewers that don't have Twitter or one of the 16 other social media platforms that have popped up to compete with Twitter in the last week. I'm a Threads main. CEO office. Wait a minute. Is this a game? I'm dragging, but nothing's dropping. Oh, this is just the history of the Capcom CEO? Cool. Well, retro games can't be bad, right? Everybody loves retro games. It looks like we've got 5 games to choose from. 10 if you like playing the same 5 twice, but the second time in Japanese. And 2 if you don't like Megaman. So let's try Megaman. How is the space button not start? Why are none of the buttons working? X. I hit X. I hit every single key. Alright. It's Mega Man. It's definitely Mega Man. I mean, well, if you haven't bought every Mega Man ever for $3 when they're on sale, like they are once a week, I guess this could be very nice for somebody who only wants to play the first 2 of them. Alright, so it looks like we've seen all Capcom Town has to offer outside of some Twitter icons and some mugs. So, let's load the train back up and get out of here and never come back. Was I wrong to bash the Capcom showcase? No. Was Capcom Town at least worth the time I spent looking at it? Absolutely not. I could have spent that time playing more Exoprimal. But instead I spent that time playing the most easily accessible and cheapest Capcom games there is to play. And looking at concept art I could find any time I want to on Google. But Exoprimal's dope, so I'll forgive him. So as always, you should subscribe if you haven't yet, because every subscription derails one train headed to Capcom Town, saving those travelers from wasting their time there. And if this video saved you a trip to Capcom Town, well then go ahead and thank me in the comments. And if you really, really want to thank me, you can head over to blaster-goblin-shop.fourthwall.com or the link in the description to get yourself a t-shirt or a beanie. And go as far as you possibly can away from Capcom Town.